Hello everyone, this is Lupe from Bruno Planning. Thank you for joining me here for a review of some Erin Condren products. If you are interested in more Erin Condren review videos, I will be doing more throughout the year, so feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm really excited because this box is in pretty good condition. Sometimes when I get the boxes, they are very dirty or they are kind of smushed in, but this one looks pretty nice, except for this tape here, but maybe I can try to take that off. So I already went ahead and cut it open for us, but I'm, again, very excited that I can use this box because it is so pretty and I can store a lot of different planning things in here. So let me go ahead and open it. Okay, so I do get the nice tissue paper. No sticker this time. Usually there's a sticker that closes it, but I didn't see one this time. So these are actually my first Planny packs, so I'm really excited to share my first impressions with them. I bought a couple of other things, but let's look at the packs first. I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything out of the box. Okay, so I actually bought two Planny packs. So I have the neutral layers and the colorful layers as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them out of this wrap, but I just wanted to show you that they do come wrapped individually. And it's a little bit loud for this video, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that out of the bags. Okay, so I will show you both, but I wanna start with one at a time. So let's do the neutral layers first. This is such a pretty pattern. I am in love with this. I don't think the website does it justice. This is actually much brighter and just more vivid in terms of, I mean, it's not a bright color, but it is definitely more vivid than what it seems on the website. And I actually bought the binder as well. So let me show you how that looks right next to it. So here's the binder. So you can kind of see, I think this is picking up a little bit more blues than this one. So it is a little bit lighter than the cover. This cover is a little bit more gray and a little bit more blue, whereas the pouch is a little bit more light gray and a little bit more white. So just so you guys can see kind of the difference there, but they look beautiful together. And we'll talk about what this fits around a little bit more, and I'll show you if it fits around that binder. So the feel is super soft. I'm really impressed with just how nice this feels. I just kind of want to keep feeling it for a long time, but I won't do that because I would be really obnoxious for this video. But it is very soft for sure. And actually, let me take it off. It comes with this cardboard, I guess, to keep it straight. Just tells you the dimensions. It's 5 1/4 by 8 inches. Okay, and it shows you that it fits around the LifePlanner, and we'll talk again a little bit later about what it fits around here. So let me take it off of this. So you can see it is definitely very soft, so I can easily kind of fold it. Okay, I do see kind of like these marks, which is a little bit interesting. You know how leather sometimes has those marks? I know that this isn't leather, I believe. It doesn't smell like leather. Speaking of smell, it does have a kind of interesting smell to it that I think will fade away. So I will definitely keep you updated on that. It has I don't know what the smell is. It's hard to describe what it smells like, but it's not leather. And actually, now that I opened it and took it out of the package, it's smelling less like whatever material it's made out of. I'm actually wondering if the material is listed in here, but we can check that a little bit later once we look more inside. So I'll definitely do that. I just wanted to show you the color first and just how pretty it actually is. Okay, so let's look at some of the features of this. It has this platinum zipper, which you'll see is a little bit different than the colorful layers. Opens pretty nice and wide. And we'll talk a little bit more. I brought a bunch of stuff to show you of what fits in here, but like I said, the dimensions were 5 1/4 and 8 1/2. But this zipper feels very nice, like it'll last. You know, sometimes you feel kind of like the cheap zipper that you feel right away it's probably gonna break on you the first few times. This actually feels very, very nice. So that's the zipper, and that's the color for the neutral layers. On the inside, you see that it has the gray interior with Erin Condren tag. There is no pocket in here, so it's there's no interior pocket in here. It's just one big pocket, and the back is that same kind of color, right? The gray with the one pocket here for some extra stuff. And this one has the silver band. And again, I'll show you what this will fit around. Okay, so here's a colorful layers pouch, so you can see how it's different to that one's a little bit more, looks a little bit more muted next to it for sure, just because this is so colorful. But before I kind of go into that one, I wanted to show you that the cardboard that this one came in actually has a quote on it: plan for tomorrow, celebrate today. And this is again just that cardboard that I took off, and this is so pretty. You can definitely put this in a frame if you want. It has that nice neutral layers color. So this colorful one, I'm going to take it off the cardboard again, and this one also has a nice quote to it. So it has the same quote and just has the layers there instead of the, or sorry, the colorful instead of the neutral. These are so pretty. I will definitely use these, at least put them in my classroom somewhere. These are so cute, and they're pretty nice size. Okay, so these colors are super vibrant. I hope you guys can see. It's a little bit cloudy outside, so it's a little darker than I wanted, but I think you can definitely pick up the colors. And I wanted to show you with my LifePlanner cover right next to it. So this is my Erin Condren daily binder pages that I converted to discs, and I have the layers cover, and you can see you have that similar pattern. This is a little bit pinker than here. There's not a ton of pink in here, so that's just something to keep in mind. There's a lot of pink down here, but it's mostly these blues and greens, which I think are down here. So if you want to see them next to each other, that's kind of what they look like. Not as bright as the cover because this is glossy, but this is definitely very, very bright. Okay, so now the zipper for this one, unlike the neutral layers, which had the platinum, this one has the gold, which I think matches perfectly with the teal. So the back is going to be teal, and you have the gold sparkle band versus the silver sparkle band. Of course, you try to color match it a little bit there. And then when you open it inside, it has the same teal with the Erin Condren tag. I actually wanted to see if it said where these were made or where they were, what they're made out of, but I can't seem to find a tag for it. No, I can't find a tag for what it's made. Let me see if it's in the cardboard. Okay, so it doesn't say what it's made out of. So, and I looked on the website and it doesn't say if it's leather or not or what it's actually made of. But if you know, definitely drop it down in the comments. I would like to know for sure what it's made of. This one had that kind of materially smell to it, but again, I do seem to smell it less now that they're open and kind of out in the air. All right, so let me show you if it fits around the binder. So this is the neutral layers again, and I do have 18 months worth of pages in here right now. And so let me go ahead and try to fit this around. And I'll do the neutral layers on the neutral layers pack. Okay, and did you see that? That was actually pretty easy to put on if I turned it that way. And let's take a look. That looks good. Turn it around a little bit. So pretty. And it's not super tight. This is very loose right here, so it's not very tight. It's a little tight on the edges. Okay, a little tight there, but it's not gonna break. It's very nice and thick and nice quality. And it's not like it's stretching a ton. I can feel a little stretch again here, but maybe if I give it more give there, then that feels a lot better. Much, much better, but it definitely fits, and look how pretty that looks with the same type of cover. So nice. And I'm really glad that I got this platinum one because now it matches perfectly with the platinum zipper and this platinum, though I know that the edges have this gold detail, and I think, yes, the Erin Condren logo is gold here, but there are so many options because if you were to put this one here and had the gold detail, then you have the gold on the sides and the Erin Condren, so it's just so many options, right? But I do love this neutral look for sure. So let me show you a couple more things that this fits around. So that was the binder. And since I'm on the binder, this is the new 2020 teacher planner binder that I have as well. So I'm gonna try to fit this, but I'm gonna tell you, it doesn't look like it's gonna work. I'm gonna try to fit it just around the front cover for now, and then we'll see if that works first. I'm gonna just stretch it out. Okay, so I had to stretch it a little bit, and you know what? It fits actually. It does fit. It doesn't feel, no, it feels a little tight. But it does fit. I don't know about the look of it just because there's so much stretch here, but it's actually working out pretty okay. And I don't have anything in here, but let me try to fit it around the whole entire binder. Just wanted to see if that worked real quick. And how about this little gold detail there with the customization? I love that. Okay, so it feels tight, guys. It feels really tight. So let me turn it around. Okay, so I'm trying to just make it a little bit better so that it doesn't feel super tight on one side. Okay, so I'm not gonna say that it fits how you would want it because it does feel tight. It feels tight right here. I'm a little bit worried just, you know, because what if you have a lot of pages and then this becomes a little bit wider? I don't know if that will work. I don't know if I would recommend it for the binder, honestly. Feels too tight for me to want to use it on here. I think on the small binders, because this is supposed to fit an 8.5 by 11 page, right? And this binder is much bigger than that. So this pouch is a little bit more stretched out than I think it should be. But it's up to you. I mean, I couldn't tell you, right? You'd have to try it out and see how that works day to day, but I don't feel like stretching it that much all of the time. So I would say maybe not to this really, really big binder just because you are gonna probably fill it up, so it's gonna take a lot more stretch there as well. So this is supposed to be for the LifePlanner, right? So it doesn't say that it's just for the LifePlanner, but that definitely is just from the side, you know, and just from this picture, of course, this is not the size of the teacher planner. This is the size of the LifePlanner. So, you know, just take that into account. It does stretch a lot. I wouldn't necessarily use it on the binder, but let me show you on the teacher planner coiled. Okay, so I brought a couple more things, a notebook, an Erin Condren notebook, and my teacher planner that actually converted to this. So this is just that same binder that I converted to this as well. But since this is the same size cover that you would get with the coil teacher planner, I thought I could just show you if this fits around that. So this will be the same as the coiled because those covers are the same size. I don't know if I'd want to do this every single day. I'm trying to get around the folder. Okay, there we are. Okay, so it definitely fits. Now, again, I have to tell you, this is not the full year. This is half of the year, so you can kind of take that into account. So this is a little bit thinner, but it does fit around, and there's definitely a lot of room, so I don't see how the 12-month would be a problem there, or the full year for teaching. Fits pretty nice. Trying to center it here for you guys. Yeah, and I think I would love to use it for this teacher planner. I just have to figure out a better way to put it on here. It's a little bit more of a struggle just because it's so much, I mean, the elastic goes very small and you want to stretch this out a little bit for the teacher planner. So let me see if I can do this somewhat efficiently, right? If I have this here and then if I turn it around, yeah, okay. I can see being able to do this at the end of the day when I want to take it home, or if I just want to quickly go to a meeting, I can put it on it pretty quickly. But, you know, with the bigger ones, just because I don't know if it was designed necessarily for these, it does take kind of a minute to maneuver. And I'm just going to try one more time with my LifePlanner, just because I feel like, yeah, I mean, that's just so much easier to put it on the LifePlanner because that's what it's made for, right? It's supposed to be for this kind of size of a planner. So if you do want to use it for something other than the LifePlanner, just know you're probably going to be fiddling with it for a few more seconds. Not a big deal, but just take that into account when you're purchasing. So I did want to show you a coiled notebook, but that's going to be very much the same as the teacher planner just because the covers, again, are the same size, 8.5 by 11. But again, just fits nice, but you might have to fiddle with it just a little bit more than with the LifePlanner. So just keep that again in mind. So I did want to show you the different color options. So there's all of these solid options with the little asterisks there. There is a triangle option with all the different colors. Then you have some kaleidoscope, the layers. There's a new Wonder Woman one, which is really cute. I love that one. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so I want to show you some of the stuff that fits and doesn't fit in here, just so you get an idea of the size and maybe how big it actually is. And no, I haven't seen anyone kind of pack it and then put it on their planner, so I will show you that as well, because I do plan to use this as some sort of pencil pouch or pen pouch or supplies pouch. I haven't decided totally yet, but I know I will be putting at least some of this stuff in there. So let me go ahead and try to fit in a few things and see if you can see what will fit and doesn't. So I have a ton of these Erin Condren, let me put that over there, dual tip markers. So those fit in here, of course, perfectly. I would assume they have to. So those fit nice, and you can put a ton in there. I have a lot, and actually this is a lot bigger than I thought previously, because I just fit in most of mine. If I fit in all of them in there, there's actually still room to spare, guys. Okay, so that's definitely very big, because I have a ton of those markers, and I can definitely fit more in there, if you can see. Now if I fill it up with all those markers, close it, and then put it on my planner, how does that look, or how does that feel? Let's see. Oh, it's perfect. That's fine. You can see it's a little bit bulky there, but I mean, not as bulky as the planner will be for sure. And that actually feels perfectly fine. And I'm starting to love this a lot more as I go. All right, so let me take some of these out, and I'll show you a few more things. So those are the dual tip markers. And yes, I know I have a lot. I like using them for class because the thick part is nice for like highlighting stuff, and then the thin part is really nice for me to write while the kids are, or the students are looking at me do it on the board with my camera. So that's always, those are really great for that. And I got them a lot at the during the warehouse haul, which was a great price. I think I only paid a few dollars for them, so that's really nice. So these are the Tombow brush pens, and they fit pretty nicely. They are a little bit tall, so you have to go on an angle a little bit, but they do kind of slide in there. So I got a pen in there. So they do slide in pretty nicely. So that's good to know, because the Tombow brush pens are pretty tall. So that's always good to know that they do fit. Then I have a bunch of these tool pens, which is actually what I use on my planner. If you've seen my Plan With Me videos, this is really what I like to use the most. So this will definitely be going in there. And of course, those fit perfectly. I do have some Inkjoy pens, but not a ton. Those fit good. These are the Erin Condren wet erase markers. So these are nice. They fit in there great. I have, of course, my Mildliners, and let me just take them all out and put them all in there. Let's see. See if all 25 of them fit. I think I have all 25 in here. I might have had a few. Oh, I just did that in a not convenient way, guys, so hold on a second. Yeah, so those all fit in here. If for some reason you want to carry all of your Mildliners like this, I'm just going to straighten them out a little bit. So again, very surprised with how much space there actually is, even after putting 25 markers in there, right? It's very similar to the dual pens. That's very nice. And if you notice, it's not even that thick with all those markers in there. So you can definitely fit a ton of stuff in here. And I don't even know why I need to now, but you know why I need to, because they're so pretty. So I'm going to take these out, and I'll show you a few more things, like scissors. That's something that I really wanted to see, just because. Now, I don't know if I'd bring these scissors per se, but those actually fit in pretty nice. And just some double-sided, I mean, it like falls in there and it kind of gets lost. Some Post-its, some whiteout. And then I did want to see if the Erin Condren ruler fit in here, but it looks a little too tall. What about on an angle? No, it doesn't fit. Oh, okay. I know Erin Condren sells a little tiny metal one, and I think I have another plastic one that is not Erin Condren that probably will fit in here. But I did want to show you, and I wanted to know too if it actually fit in here, but it doesn't. Okay. All right. And then one last thing that I wanted to try, which is more geared toward me and my math, my calculator, and that does not fit. Oh, that's a little sad for me. But I mean, this is pretty massive. This is a graphing calculator for those all of you that may not know, but that definitely doesn't fit in there, which makes me a little bit sad. But hey, can I put it back here? Yes, I can. Oh my God. That just sold me even more, guys. It fits. That's perfect. Okay, so now that makes me think about, that's very exciting. But that makes me think about this ruler. Okay, so that doesn't work as well. But I mean, if you wanted to carry it around, it's kind of tough with these coils that maybe I would trim off if you want to just carry this around with you. But that doesn't fit too well there as well. So what could you put in here, right? You can put in some of these longer pens or brushes that are a little bit nicer that sit there, so you don't have to go on an angle there. Those are really nice actually there, but I feel like maybe they would fall. Yeah, so I would be careful with maybe what you put on the back of this, just because they fall pretty easily. So maybe not those expensive pens, but maybe something that has a clip would be nice, just because it's a little bit safer, just in case you are moving around a lot and you don't want it to fall. This is actually a lot better, so maybe do that. And these also have that. Most of them do, right? That actually works a lot better. So if you like these, that's so pretty with the gold too. And these Mildliners as well. Okay, so that looks a lot better. And this is really great because you can use it for those pens that you reach for most often. So I like to use my black tool. So if I just have that there, I can, you know, grab that one a little bit faster versus opening it and then kind of rummaging through all of my different pens. But that is really nice that that is here. And you can put little notes. You can put your sticky notes in here just for, again, quick, easy access. Or even this, so this might slide down, slide out. Yeah, this will slide out. So good for pens for sure, because this isn't actually elastic, so make sure that you know that as well. This is just a pocket, so it's not gonna, you know, snap back and be tight. It's just very loose. I want to try just a couple more things. I have some of my stamps, which it looks like they fit perfectly in here, and that makes me really happy, just because transporting some of these stamps, I have them in a binder, and I'll do a video on them, but the binder is a little bulky, so this is really nice for those stamps that I use most often, and I can just slip those in there with my ink pad, and that's perfect. Or even this one that I use a lot as well, that fits perfectly. Most of my stamps are about this size page. These are a little bit thinner, but these actually fit nicely in here, which I'm really happy about. And then the last thing I wanted to show was these sticker pages. So stickers doesn't seem like it fits. So these actually fit in my photo album that I have, but these are too big. And these are just actually some that I bought with this purchase as well. So that's one more thing that I purchased. These are so pretty, but they do not fit in here. Unless you cut them to size, I don't think they're going to be fitting in here. You can probably slide some stickers in here that are a little bit smaller. Make sure you're aware that some of those stickers might not fit. But I see a lot of ladies with small stickers, like some that are about this size, so those will fit in here. But I was talking more so the Erin Condren sticker ones. So again, I wanted to show you what I purchased. I did purchase the 2 layers Planny packs, this sticker sheet, which I just showed you before. And I bought this specifically because I do like the washi and the banners a little bit more than some of the ones that have words on it. I love this wildflowers one, and I have been using more washi in the recent days. So see here, and I really enjoy just putting that on my spreads. I do have some stickers that I like to use, like with quotes, but mostly it's just the washi that I like to use recently on my spreads. So I'm really glad that I purchased this, and I definitely will be getting some different ones. And I know these are really thick. If you guys can see, this is one solid piece, but you can definitely cut it in half or even into thirds, and you can get some really good use out of just this one sheet. I also purchased this Mid-Century Circles cover. I really just liked it, all teal with no personalization for this one, but this is actually really pretty. So one last thing, I'm so excited to be close to 100 subscribers. So I think I will be doing a giveaway when I reach that. So definitely stay tuned for that. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. I would love to see your comments, questions, as well as any suggestions for future videos. Thanks so much for watching.